constant in my life. And I don't want you to think that like I just had all this tumultuous stuff going on. Had two homes that we switched off every week. And so one with my dad, with Dad and Shelly and John Paul, and then we go to Mom's house or hang out with Mom and hang out with Scott sometimes and his daughters every once in a while. But Damon was always with me. We'd always travel together. And so he was kind of, he was always there. He was my best friend, and he was my role model, and still is in a lot of ways. I don't know who I would be if he wasn't my older brother, but it wouldn't be the person that is so similar to him in so many ways. He's taught me almost, everything I know, I feel like. He certainly taught me how to throw a baseball. His dad wanted me to teach me that. But more importantly, he taught me, he just taught me how to love and how to be loved. And, again, parents play a big role, but it's just different with a brother because you don't feel like they're talking down to you. They're walking alongside you. And it always seemed like we were learning things together. He was just a step ahead, which I'm sure a lot of people can attest to. And was always a step ahead. I don't know. I didn't really have much prepared. I just thought I'd kind of come up here and tell you guys what he meant to me. And that's, a whole lot. I'll share a couple stories, I guess. One was, this is kind of going into my testimony a little bit, but from 8th and 9th grade summer, I was saved, and that summer we took a trip to France, to Paris, and then we went to the World Cup in Germany. And I remember in the hotel room, we were just kind of hanging out, and we were just talking, and he was telling me about all these friends he had made recently, most of them who are here right now. I remember specifically Kyle was mentioned wherever he is. And, we just kind of talked, and he was talking about how he was going to church. I remember just kind of laying there, and I was scared, and I had to work up my courage a little bit. Finally I said, Damon, would you take me to church sometime? And he said, yeah, man, absolutely. And, I'm sure he was excited, but he couldn't have been as excited as I was. It was this new thing that we could do together because he'd kind of been going off and doing his own thing there, and I got to be a part of that. And the next year was his senior year, so he left shortly after that. But for a year, I kind of got to be introduced to the youth group with him, and kind of do that with him, and that meant a lot to me. And that was kind of that was absolutely my church home for the next 4 years, where I grew so much, and I have so many people who are also here to thank for that. And that was just a really cool thing. And I don't want to leave Vanessa out of the speech. Vanessa is great. I'm sure you'll hear a lot of it like that. And we love her a lot, and we're really happy that she's a part of the family. And I guess I'll close with this story. It's one of my mom's favorites. We're hanging out at Mom's house. And a friend called and wanted Damon to spend the night. Seems trivial. So Damon thought, yeah, that'd be great, and he wanted to do it. He said, let me make sure it's okay. So he went to get permission, but not from my mom. So he came up to me and he said, hey, Christian, is it okay if I spend the night at my friend's house tonight? So I said, yeah, man, go for it. don't know where our relationship went wrong because he didn't ask me for permission to marry Vanessa. But if he would have, I would have of course said yes because she's beautiful and she's sweet and we love her.